everybody, Chef Yoda the dog here, and it's time for the Monday meal. Today's Monday meal is another one from recipes.instapot.com, and it's a slow-cooked Mexican street corn dip. We added some chicken to it, so it's really tasty. You could also use this one for Taco Tuesday, and it turned out really well. Now, of course, I love dips because that involves chips, and I like getting chips dropped on the floor to me. So this was a good recipe for me. But it ended up tasting really good. Everybody loved it. It was gone pretty fast. I don't think we had any leftovers on this one. So hopefully you guys give it a try. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate it. Chef Yoda the dog out.
Hey everyone, it's time for the Monday meal. As Yoda said, it's another one of our recipes.instapot.com recipes. This is a slow-cooked Mexican street corn dip, but we added some chicken so that it's our one-pot meal for tonight. Obviously, this one would be great for Taco Tuesday as well. And I'll put a link to the recipe in the description box below, but we're using some hardwood smoked Pitmaster seasoned pulled chicken from Sam's. And then it says 4 cobs of corn. Well, I didn't have any cobs, so I used canned. And basically, 1 can equals 2 cobs of corn. So I used 2 cans. I drained them first and then put them in here. 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter you start out with. Let it melt. Then put in the shallots, half a cup of shallots, which I didn't have, so I used some chives. And then let that saute. Then you add in a teaspoon of minced garlic. So I added that in there and let it saute. Then you add in the corn kernels. And so I did that and let it saute for another 2 to 3 minutes. And then I added the chicken. So now it's all sauteed together. Now we're on the slow cook function. So you want the lid to be venting for slow cook. So make sure your lid is on venting and then do slow cook, and then high is what I'm doing now. The recipe calls for low, which would be normal, for 2 hours, and then stir it after 1 hour. I don't have time for that this evening, so I'm doing high for 1 hour and I'll stir it in 30 minutes. But anyway, this is what's going on, and now we're gonna add the next ingredients, which includes, well, also there's salt and pepper in there to taste. So I use sea salt and white pepper. Now we're gonna add 8 ounces of cream cheese. So we're using our So Delicious plant-based cream cheese, non-dairy. Half a cup of mayo. So we're using our Hellmann's vegan mayo. And then we're gonna put in a cup of Mexican style shredded cheese. We're using Violife vegan cheese, and then 2 teaspoons of Tabasco sauce. Tabasco is gluten-free, at least this kind is. So, just so you know. And then it calls for fajita seasoning, which I don't have, and chili powder, which I do have. So I'm going to use a combination of chili powder and some smoked ground paprika because I don't have any fajita seasoning. Fajita, so I don't even know what that means. So I will use that in lieu of. And then you do a half a cup of feta cheese, which I just so happen to have some Violife vegan feta. So we're going to put all that in here and then close it up. All right. That is what it looks like before I put the lid on for our 1 hour on high or 2 hours on low, whatever you prefer. In the slow cooker, make sure in an Instapot, when you have it on slow cooker function, that you have it on venting. It's got to be able to vent if it's in slow cooker mode, okay? Then I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, this is the finished product. We got our dip all done and ready to go, ready for dinner. Have a great Monday.